So today I would like to talk about the complication of diabetes and then how to control them. So diabetes is having certain complications where that will be very risky in a long run to the diabetic patient. So that's the reason we should be always observing what are the symptoms happening and what are the changes happening in the body. So there are certain complications, that is like diabetic nephropathy, diabetic neuropathy and diabetic retinopathy, and heart related diseases and different kinds of other disorders will also happen. Let me tell you how it is happening. So diabetic retinopathy, in this usually the blood vessels behind your eyes, that is the retina, becomes damaged. It gets damaged, due to which your vision, that is your vision, becomes very blurred, and then you will be unable to identify some colors. So this kind of small changes happens when you are about to get this diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic neuropathy is a condition where the blood vessels in the body completely and then the nervous system in the body is going to be damaged. You know what happens when the nervous system is not working properly, that is there is no proper blood circulation in the body, then ultimately there will be different kinds of complications to be handled, that is like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, then diabetic neuropathy, where their food will be completely damaged because of lack of blood circulation for the blood vessels for the legs also. It may be leading to diabetic foot and then some gangrene, because there will be an overload of blood in the blood vessels of the foot also, where there will be excess blood in the blood vessels stored up, due to which that may lead to diabetic foot. So there is another complication due to that diabetic foot, that is the varicose veins. So this varicose veins is also a complication where there is an overload of the blood vessels, that is the blood will be accumulated more at a place where there is no proper blood circulation happening. So many other things where we have to completely observe when we have some numbness in the body, in any part of the body, that is leading to the paralytic effect also. These all are some kind of indications showing us that our nervous system is being damaged. Then coming to diabetic nephropathy, it's a condition very serious where the kidneys get damaged due to the overload of the filtration to the kidneys. This may lead to many other complications where there will be a kidney failure also, where there will be a prostate gland disorder, that is a prostate gland enlargement happens. So many kind of disorders are there, due to which the proper load, that is the urine, won't be excreted out properly, and then the excess residue stays back like that only. Then what is going to happen is there is no proper filtration from the body. These all are the complications, different ways it has been affecting the body. Ultimately all over the body, all organs are being affected with diabetes, because these all indications and then the changes whatever is happening in the body, we have to definitely observe it and then understand that there is some complication going to happen. And then even due to the high levels of the LDL in the body, what is going to happen? The bad cholesterol has been improving, and which is leading to the blockage of the arteries. So this may be leading to the angina and all the certain kind of heart attacks. So these all are the complications. We should be very careful when the diabetes, it's in uncontrolled level, and the prolonged diabetes where nearly 5 to 6 years or 10 years they are into medication. So it's very essential that they have to be in a regular visits to the doctor, and then have the proper medication, regularization of the medication, the proper monitoring of whatever medication they are taking. That is very, very important. And coming to the diet and activity part, this is also a major concern where it is in our hands to control. You know, whenever you are having diet, please do understand that you are diabetic and you have some limitations in your food. That should be in your mind always when you are having your meal. And small frequent meals will help you really to control your diabetes. Having a large meals will definitely lead to excess of cholesterol and excess of sugars in your blood. So how to control it is, you should take a high fiber and a high protein diet and a low carb diet, and then a low fat diet. So basically when we are taking a combination in the food, and then have a good amount of fiber foods like salads and all. And coming to the fruits, avoid the fruits which are having very high glycemic index, like mango, custard apple, grapes, and then banana, chiku also. These all are having very high glycemic index. So there should be a list of foods what you are having with the glycemic index and glycemic load. Usually whatever the foods you are taking, the glycemic index should be less than 50, and the glycemic load should be less than 10. These all you need to observe. If it is difficult for you to monitor in your food also, then it is very difficult to control your sugars as well. And secondly, you have to do the exercises daily, at least some kind of stress relaxing exercises like yoga and all, or some kind of stretching exercises. A normal walk, at least 1 hour every day, 1 hour 5 days per week. You can plan like this. But if you are not having the activity and if you are not having a proper diet, 100% your sugar levels will be going elevated, and this all will be damaging your kidneys, heart, then your liver. So many damages will happen, which is not at all good, and it's a very risky factor to you. So for more details and for more diet plans or any other tips you want to follow, you please contact me. I'm here to help you out. So this is my WhatsApp number, and then you can even mail me or then WhatsApp me or then call me. I'll give you the consultation and I'll give you a diet plans as well and small tips to follow as well. Thank you all for watching.